Hi there, welcome back. And we're talking about AEW and we're talking about All In. And we're going to talk about who we think is going to win, our predictions, and maybe get a conversation of what you think is going to happen.
Yeah. So this is in no order. So first up, we got Adam Cole and MJF versus Aussie Open.
Now, this is the Ring of Honor tag team match, right?
Yeah.
And they wanted to, because they wanted to be the tag team champions and they weren't able to do it. So they say, okay, well, we want the Ring of Honor, at least tag team champions, right?
Yeah.
All right. So, and then Aussie Open already has been trying to feud with Adam Cole and MJF.
Yeah, for a little bit now.
Yeah, back and forth a little bit to let them know, like, hey, we're the real deal. You're not just going to come in and take over. So then what is your feel on this match?
I think this is very intense, very hard to decide. I think this would be a good match for these two. I'm very curious to see what's going to happen with Adam Cole and MJF because they have a match later on the night. So I'm thinking that they have the mindset of their enemies tonight, or are they going to be friends?
So then what do you think? Who's going to win? Or how do you think this match is going to play out?
I'm going to go with Adam Cole and MJF.
All right. I'm going to go with Aussie Open. I think something's going to happen. And either MJF or Adam Cole, more than likely Adam Cole is going to get upset. And then that's where they're going to start the feud again. And the feud is going to roll over, of course, to the main match at AEW. So I think Aussie Open is going to win, cause some feud. And then, of course, will lead to the main match.
Yeah, it was going to be good.
All right, who do you got next now?
Next, we have Darby Allin and Sting versus Swerve Strickland and Christian Cage in a coffin match.
Okay. Where did Christian Cage come out of this recently? Did he just come out like within a day or two ago? Like,
I think he just put himself in a match and like Dynamite, I think.
Because I haven't seen Christian Cage in a while. Have you?
Well, he's been on Collision every week.
Oh, okay, so he's on Collision because Darby Allin and all them. I never saw them feuding together.
Yeah, well, Darby Allin also is on Collision also.
All right, but was Christian Cage and Darby Allin feuding in Collision?
I want to say, well, actually, yeah, they were because Darby's gonna fight. I think Christian all out.
Okay, but when did they start feuding? Like last week, 2 weeks, 6 weeks ago?
I gotta say for at least more than 2 weeks, I think.
Okay, all right. So maybe when All In was getting closer, they started putting them together. But to me, I'm just like, I don't see Collision all the time. And again, I haven't heard Christian Cage since his last match he had with Jungle Boy or whatever it was. I haven't seen him since then. So this is kind of new to me. And I'm pretty sure some other people too, like reacting like, wait, this guy just came from nowhere, here. And they just start putting him in there. I don't know. They're just trying to put names in there. But so who do you think is going to win on this one?
I got Darby and Sting.
Darby and Sting. I would say so. I would say Darby and Sting too is going to win.
Yeah, this will be a good match. I'm curious to see how this is going to play out.
I'm curious to watch this because this just coming out for the blue for me.
Yeah.
All right. Who else do we got here?
Next up, we got Chris Jericho versus Will Ospreay.
Will Ospreay. Okay, so this is a lot of tension, and this is because Chris Jericho was going to go with the faction with what's his name?
Don Callis.
Don Callis. Okay, I know why you keep telling me. I always forget. Don Callis, and of course, Will Ospreay just came back, right?
Yeah.
Or Ospreay just came back, and so now they're feuding because Chris Jericho was going to go, but Don Callis didn't think so. But he was going to have Ospreay all along to fight Jericho. So now they're really fighting.
Yeah, because this match is like several years in the making already. It was supposed to happen, I think, in the Tokyo Dome a few years back, but COVID started.
Now, if you heard what they said last time was on AEW this past Wednesday, and if you hear Darby, bringing up some former wrestlers, what's his name, Fargo or something?
I'm not really
And then
sure.
the other guy he's wrestling with right now, Argo or something, where the guys, and he's talking about how I used to stay at his house. I wrestled with him at his gym.
Oh, Nick Lane.
Okay. And then Chris Jericho is talking about, this guy's talking about, Chris Jericho said, hey, 5 years ago, I brought you in.
Yeah.
So, we know there's a lot of backstories with these wrestlers. It looks like everybody's trying to help each other, which is great. They're trying to get them in. They're recognizing each other. And then it comes up when it said 5 years in the making. We're like, was it 5 years in the making, or he just helped them that long ago? But this is a feud that I think, again, out of the blue, this is a comeback for Ospreay. Never really seen him. Again, I'm new to AEW, and
because Ospreay is in New Japan.
All right. And again, I'm somebody from the outside, so I could be devil's advocate all the time. And again, this is kind of like WWE when somebody comes back to put him in, like Cody Rhodes came back to WWE.
Yeah.
Ospreay, I don't think is as big his name as Cody Rhodes. But so who do you think is going to win?
This is a tough one here. I kind of want to say Will, or I kind of want to say Chris, but
I'm going to say Chris Jericho is going to win this one. And I think or it might be disqualified because there's going to be some outside interference, especially with Don Callis. Sammy Guevara, I'm sure, is going to come in and help Chris Jericho.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. I mean, that's my predictions. This is what I feel is going to happen.
I'm going to go for, what? Let's go Will. This is what we can do a devil's advocate.
All right. Ospreay. All right. We'll see how it goes. And next, this is the faction here.
We have Kenny Omega and Hangman Adam Page versus Kota Ibushi against Jay White, Tenosuke, and Rockhard Juice Robinson.
Now, this past Wednesday, Kenny Omega was in a match with the Young Bucks, right? It was Elite?
Yeah, the Elite.
All right. And Jay White, was it Jay White?
Yeah, Jay White.
Jay White and his other buddy, they both came to attack him, right?
Yes.
And it was a pretty good brawl for a while because the match never started, the match never happened, right?
Yeah.
Like so much interference came in that FTR had to come out. And remember that? And FTR, I think, was trying to save the Young Bucks because they didn't want the Young Bucks
to get damaged
because they have their big match, right?
Yeah.
All right, to see who's the best tag team match or something like that. So this is where I feel there's going to be a lot of tension. And with Jay, the other guy, Tasaki was his name? Kaniska?
Yeah.
All right, so some of that. I don't get his gimmick with the jacket, though. He's always wearing the jacket. It's over 100 degrees.
Leather, right?
And he never takes it off. He just has the same face, the same look. I'm like...
I think that's his heel look.
I know, but like other heels, they do more than just the same one gimmick. Like look at Jon Moxley, man. He has all kinds of stuff coming from left to right to everything.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
So who do you think is this match? What do you think is going to happen?
I'm waiting for Kenny Omega and his team.
Yeah, I would say so. I'm a Kenny Omega's fan, so I will go with him. Do I see some outside interference? I don't know. I don't, because Jay White's the one who attacked him. So maybe the Young Bucks, if they're done with their match with FTR, I don't know. It just depends because they attacked them. Young Guns was actually Jay White and them helped the Young Bucks. No, Young Guns, right? So I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, this is going to be a good match here.
All right, now we have another one. All right, this is the match that I was pretty interesting because whatever happened this past Wednesday, caught me by surprise because we saw Billy Gunn come in, right?
Yeah.
So let me wrap this up. Okay, so this is Billy Gunn and the Acclaim versus the House of Black.
Yes.
So, what are your thoughts on this so far?
I think this has been a good match, and especially with the House of Black and doing stuff towards Billy Gunn and their video packages. I want to see the Acclaim's will win in this one. This is a good match here.
Well, yeah, I mean, I like the Acclaim. I like when they come out. I mean, they're funny. The House of Black is very dominant. I mean, they could back up a lot what they say.
Yeah.
But Billy Gunn throwing in the mix of this, you want him to win. So this is one of those matches. To me, the thing is, the obvious choice is to have the Acclaim and Billy Gunn to win because that'll be a fan favorite because Billy Gunn's back. But does that happen?
Yeah, this is a very good question there.
Now, what I want to win, of course, is the Acclaim, because I like the Acclaim, and I've always been a fan of Billy Gunn. You know, when he was with Road Dogg, you know, and Degeneration X. I'm always been a fan of his, not of his ass, a fan of him as a wrestler.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm going for the Acclaim. Curious to see what's going to happen.
Yeah,
I know
for
it's
sure.
not going to be an easy match, especially with the House of Black.
And this is for the trio champs.
Yeah, so I mean, then again, the trio champs. So what if the Acclaim and Billy Gunn get it? Then, you know, Billy Gunn said this was a one-time deal. So then does the House Black win? Because, well, Billy Gunn ain't going to be in there no more.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't know. We'll see. My prediction, the Acclaim.
All right.
Now, here again, we're talking about factions. Here we got the Blackpool Combat Club versus...
Well, the Blackpool Combat Club with Santana and Ortiz.
Yes.
Versus the Lucha Bros, Best Friends, Eddie Kingston, Orange Cassidy.
Yeah, so there's multiple people in here. What is this, a 6-man each or 5 or something?
Yeah.
So it's gonna be one of those chaos. And Blackpool's Combat Club is pretty much known now to get in the mix.
Oh,
all right?
for sure.
But where does Orange Cassidy fit in on this?
Yeah, I feel like Orange Cassidy.
Why? I mean, these are all bad boys coming in, and they throw Orange Cassidy in there. Did they not find somebody for him to wrestle that day, and they just threw him in there? Like, why? I mean, remember they had that match with the Blackpool Combat Club. They had it in the garage.
Oh yeah, the parking lot garage. Yeah.
Yeah, and he came out on top of a van or a truck or something. He came out, didn't do nothing.
Yeah, because
they beat the crap out of him.
Yeah.
So I'm like, why did this guy even come? I'm like, he didn't even get to hit. He didn't even do nothing. They just beat the crap out of him. So this is going to be one of those chaos, you know, everywhere. So what's your prediction?
I got the Lucha Bros and their team to win.
I think so too.
And this is a stadium stampede match, so I'm very curious how this match should turn out.
All right. So then my question to you is Jon Moxley going to bleed?
Yes, a lot. Tons of blood, gallons of blood.
Pay attention to Jon Moxley. Pay attention to him. No matter what you're doing, you're watching the match. Pay attention to Jon Moxley. I guarantee you're going to see him this. Because we've seen him do that. And like, all right, come on.
Yeah, I mean, this is great. So, this will be a good match. Next, we have CM Punk versus Samoa Joe for the Real World Championship.
All right. Now, to me, this is a match I don't want to see. I've never been a fan of Samoa Joe's. Even when he was in TNT and all that, you know, he was WWE, went to TNT, went back to WWE, now was in AEW. Never was a fan of his. Never once. Big fan of CM Punk. Don't see where Samoa Joe fits in on this, but I guess some feud long ago, and then CM Punk came back. So I think after this feud, and I think CM Punk's going to win, and then CM Punk's going to be on the next level now. I think after this, he's ready. He's going to jump up. And I think it's probably going to match up with Kenny Omega.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
I think this is going to be next for him. Either that, Jon Moxley, he's going to go back to his title, but CM Punk has his own title now, so I don't know. Maybe that's not going to be the play. Unless it's Adam Cole's going to be in there, then I'm sure CM Punk's going to go after Adam Cole. So what I'm saying is that this is it for CM Punk. He's going to move up, and he's going to be getting some bigger names. I know I mentioned Kenny Omega, Jon Moxley. No, sorry, not Moxley. Adam Cole. Just whoever wins the title, I think he's going to start going after. All right, so what are your predictions? Who do you think is going to win?
I got CM Punk. But I also want to put on one thing also. Samoa Joe has Ring of Honor title. Also, is he going to be a double champ also?
Well, yeah, you're right. He could be a double champ of his own belt, and then champ of Ring of Honor.
So I'm going to go for CM Punk, though.
All right. Now, okay, then that's something else. Then if he wins, is he going to be the champ for Ring of Honor for a while then? Is that what maybe they're going to go that route? I don't know. It's all over the place right now. All right, so who do we got next?
Next, we have a 4-way match in the women's division. Saraya Hikaru Shida, Tony Storm, and Britt Baker.
No, this is a versus, right? They're all in.
4-way match.
And so it doesn't matter who gets pinned, because whoever gets pinned, I mean, whoever pins the person wins.
Yeah.
So it could be any of them. So each one got about 25% chance of winning.
And it's also for the title also. So, I mean, this is a very good match here. We got 2 members of the Outcast in here. We got Britt Baker, which is a good pick here.
Okay. So then, all right. So all of these has been former champs, right?
Yeah, I think so.
All right. So if I'll go my opinion, well, you know I'm a fan of Britt Baker. So I'm going to say her. I want her to win. That's my pick that I want to win. Now, with Saraya in the mix and Tony Storm, who wants it more? Or who are they going to allow to get it? Would Tony Storm let Saraya get it? Or would Saraya let Tony Storm get it, you know?
Well, I think they're both from the UK. So, I mean, Saraya I know that for sure, is from the UK. So, I feel like Saraya might be a good choice to win here, to have for a moment here.
Oh, you're right. Yes, you're right. I'm sure their family's going to be.
Tony Storm is from Australia. I might be mistaken. But Saraya, good choice here.
You're right. Yep, you're right. All right.
So, I'm going to go for Saraya.
That's a good choice. That's a good pick. That's a good pick. All right, so let's see who else is next.
We have FTR versus Young Bucks.
Wow. Okay.
For the tag team championship.
All right. So this is it. All right. So this is going to be. So now, does this get interrupted? Does this get a disqualification on that? Or do you think there really is going to be a winner?
There's to be a winner.
All right.
This is match number 2, I want to say. Maybe
the
3.
third one. Because they each won one. So this is the rubber match. This is going to be who like they have it. Who's the best tag team?
Yeah. So match number 3, a good series here of matches. So prediction wise, I say Young Bucks. This will be a good match here for both FTR and Young Bucks.
All right. Again, I'm a fan of the Elite, a fan of Young Bucks, but I think FTR is too dominant right now that they're going to take it.
Yeah.
And I think they deserve it, and I'm going to go for FTR.
Yeah, okay. We have, okay.
So we'll see what happens.
That's a good pick. Oh. Next, we have the main event.
Bam, 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 bam.
MJF versus Adam Cole for the World Championship.
All right, we need Mark Henry to come out and say,
it's time.
It's time.
For the main event.
For the main event. All right. So, does a winner come out, or is it disqualification?
I'd say a winner. It would be very disappointing to have a disqualification.
Who do you think is going to win?
I get Adam Cole.
Adam Cole. I'm going to say MJF because I'm a fan of his.
Yeah, I'm a fan of both of these guys here, but I'm more a fan of Adam Cole.
I say MJF's going to retain his belt. I know a lot of fan favorites and a lot of picks are Adam Cole because they just think it's obvious he's going to, they're going to turn on each other. But I don't think they'll turn on each other, but I think MJF's going to win.
Yeah.
I think this will be a good match and a good setup for MJF. Now, during his interview with Renee, he said all these former stars came up before him.
Yeah.
He was talking about Hulk Hogan, Steve Austin, The Rock, Undertaker, Kane, and all these. And I'm like, and I'm standing on their shoulders and where I'm going to be the next one, the big superstar.
Yeah, so I'm standing with all these giants, and come all in, I'm going to be right there next to them.
So does this make him a giant, beating Adam Cole?
I think so. He's on top of this division here.
I'm going to say no, it doesn't. I think he needs more dominant names on there. I know he beat Daniel Bryanson. Okay. I think did he beat CM Punk, I think, before already?
I'm not really sure about that one.
All right. And so I don't know. I think he still needs bigger names.
The real question is, do they stay friends no matter who wins?
My answer is yes. I think they are.
Yeah.
I think the fans loved it. It gave them a lot of attention. It boosted up Adam Cole. And, of course, it did boost up MJF, too, as well. So I think this is good for the careers, and I think they're going to do it.
Yeah, I think so too. They're state friends. But this is being a good match here, a very intense matchup to end this pay-per-view.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a long one. I really think so.
I hope it's between anywhere 20 and 30 minutes.
I think it'll be longer. I think it's going to be one of those, oh, he's going to get it. Oh, he's going to get it. No, the other one's going to get it. No, the other one's tired.
Yeah.
So I think it'll be a long match.
But that's it for this podcast. Don't forget to subscribe, and thank you for 200 subscribers.
Yeah.
Peace.